Well, hello and welcome to Knife Delights. We've got us another wonderful Colonial folder here, or lockback is what I meant to say. Folding lockback hunter. And this was in the basket of knives. And I've got to look it up. This does not have a model number on it, so I'm going to have to find out what the model number is. But as you can see, we got some blemishes there on the blade and some tarnish here on the bolster. So, gosh, I just thought we'll take a quick minute here and just do this by hand and just kind of see what we've got. See, I got using just a little bit of rubbing compound here. See if it'll clean them up. Using my good old number 7. And sometimes it's satisfying just to do it by hand. Don't have to use the power tools if you don't have to, right? Let's just see what doing it by hand does. Yep. Okay. Let's where's my cloth at? Here we go. See, just doing that little bit helps clean it up. I don't know. I think we're going to have to use the Dremel and a little bit of flitz. I kind of cleaned it there. Let's see. Let's use just a little bit of flitz and see what happens on that with that. So that's what this side looks like. And the undone side. Okay. So we'll try some flitz on here and the Dremel. And see if it shines it and evens it out just a little bit. Yeah. Okay. I need to change my pad here. Let's give it a whirl here real quick. Not the best pad. I think I need to change pads. Get a clean paper towel here, shop towel. Oh, look at the difference. She's coming clean. Yeah, I need a better pad. Hang on just a second. Okay. Put a new pad on. This is a new style, or from my latest order of felt patches, and I really haven't used these much. I don't know how well they do, so this is kind of a test. Not impressed with that one. Let's try this out here and see what we got. Oh my. Can you see that shine? Oh, it's shining up good. You have to work on getting it done evenly, but look at that. Okay, see the difference between that and those. Let me work on it a little bit more off camera here. Okay, folks, look at that. Isn't that magnificent? Look at how those bolsters just cleaned up and polished up. Oh, I can see now. Got one little tiny spot down there. It's really hard getting next to that edge without hitting the cover there. You got to be very careful. But boy, oh boy, did that shine up. We'll compare that with those. Big difference, isn't there? Yeah. Big difference. Of course, they're fingerprint magnets and you got to try to get it buffed out better, but yeah. That is shiny. Okay, let me work on the other sides here and I'll get back with you. Okay, on this side here, I used one of my new buffing pad, not a buffing pad actually, but it's different than the old style that or a different brand than what I'd ordered previously. Felt pads, so you can see they're a little bit different color. This one seemed to be a little bit rougher, a little more aggressive, and it's not good for buffing. So, you know what? I thought I'd try this one on this side and see if there's a difference here between the two pads. So we're always trying to experiment here and learn new things. So let's just take a moment and I'll show you using this little different pad here on this side here. See if it makes a difference. Okay, I'm gonna go in here. Low speed. Very little pressure. This edge is really hard to do because you don't want to hit the covers. Actually, right now it's kind of hard to tell. It's starting to buff it up, isn't it? Clean it up. And take your time. Well, I think that they're about both the same, I guess. It just takes some time to get that out evenly. So let me work on them some more. Okay, it's kind of hard to tell the difference on which one did a better job. I do know this. I need to get some like cotton buffing pads, either for the Dremel, or I've seen online where you can buy an actual buffing tool like jewelers use that has a wide, cotton pad to it, because using this felt, it's hard to get it buffed out evenly. But look at the improvement though. I think it looks a whole lot better. Of course, it only takes brushing up against something, you get fingerprints on them and this and that, but I think it cleaned up pretty nice overall. Look at that. Okay, let's check out these blades here. Let's see if we can't do something with these blades just a little bit. Got just a little bit of stuff down in there. So, I'm not even going to use rubbing compound. We're going to go straight to the flits. And we're going to check this out. Now, I do believe this is model number LB95. There seems to be some conflicting information online. Because the sister to this one, I guess, or cousin, is this LB125, but this is a Ranger, a Colonial Ranger. And Rangers was a kind of a high-end line by Colonial. And there's some discussion about the numbering system and this and that. But from what I can tell, this is an LB95 model. And it came with a belt pouch and probably came out sometime in the 1980s, somewhere. And I think the model name is the Trailblazer. The LB95 Trailblazer. Let's just see what we can do with these blades here a little bit. See if we can clean them up. This blade has been used. It's a little bit scratched. There's just a little bit of gunk on the end there, near the tip. You can tell it's been sharpened down some. But we're getting her cleaned up. Now, I probably won't show this because it probably won't be that big of a result, but I am going to throw it in the sonic cleaner. Just clean everything out. And I'll probably throw it in the mineral oil. We'll just get everything all lubed up. It looks pretty clean down in there already. But we'll just lube it up just because we can, I guess. But when you're storing knives, for me, it's nice if they're lubed up and less chance of any rust setting in. All right. See what we ended up with here. Looks pretty clean. Yeah. Even without any buffing on it. Let's see, look at that bolster. How frosted it looks already. They are fingerprint magnets. There we go. That's better again. Okay, like I said, throw it in the sonic cleaner. Just make sure it's all cleaned out inside. Throw it in the mineral oil to lube it up. And we'll be back with some final thoughts here. Well, I tell you what. I think she cleaned up and shined up just pretty nice here. Got her out of the mineral oil and wiped down. Those bolsters look a lot better. Blades look pretty shiny and clean, don't they? So I just thought for kicks and grins, we often talk about how, you know, the Buck 110 was copied and a lot of lockbacks came out by different companies because of the Buck 110 folding hunter. But this being a smaller size, why, I thought I'd break out one of my 112s. And this is an older one. This is a single dot on each side, which means I think it was made in 1974 through 1980. So maybe kind of closer to the time frame when this was brought out. But you can really see how Buck influenced the folding knife lockback industry. So the 112 is a little bit bigger, a little wider. Has a little wider blade up there, a little different clip point to it. But you can see they're very similar in their make. Now, one of these days, I'll actually, maybe we'll do a complete comparison of these two knives, of the lengths and weights and all of that stuff. But just for today, the focus was on this and getting it cleaned up. And yeah, I'm very, very happy. Another great knife from that basket of knives that I got. I hope you've enjoyed this. Please remember to hit that like and subscribe button. And until next time, have a very delightful day.